Good evening. My name is Arpita Hazra, and I'm very happy to be on your podcast show. I'm rather very happy that you've started a new show, and with good wishes, good luck. I hope the show really do well for you and for the rest of the people who will be watching this. Right. So yes, let's start.
Welcome to the channel Buzz with Aisha. So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. So, tell me, how is life like?
Like,
Like, how is it going on?
but then again, I would say it's still monotonous in the sense that work and then back home, and this is how it goes on. Very few time for getting a recreation or doing something out of the box. So yeah, that's the reason it's monotonous.
Okay. So, like, okay. So, going back to your childhood, there are some memories which is sweet memories according to us. Like, there are some sweet memories. So, share some memories which is like you cherish and you.
So, talking about memories, childhood memories rather, I was into sports in school, and I played all sorts of games. And I remember that, there was a girl. She was funny, a senior to me, and I remember at that point of time, it was around 2002 or 3 maybe. I was in class 9 and she was in class 10. She came with a new Ranger cycle, all right? And I didn't know how to ride a cycle. I rather don't know how to ride a cycle still now. So even though I was in sports. So in that case, I remember I didn't know how to, what are the parts of a cycle and how it's dealt and how it's handled. So what I did was, I remember she had she showed off everyone in the school early in the morning. She came with the Ranger cycle, and when I was in my class, my friends told me, she's come up with a new Ranger cycle and all that. I said, oh, fine. And our sports were going on at that point of time, sports practice. And what she did was, she parked her cycle in the cycle garage, and fortunately, my fortune and her unfortunate day was, what happened was we were given that particular area of the garage to practice. And I remember I went and actually released the pump of her cycle, not leaked, rather released the pump of the cycle. And when I opened it, the entire tool went here and there. It was Hayward's. I didn't know how to fix it. So what I did was I called her classmates who were there from my house, and I told them that please get it fixed somehow, because it would be me she would have found out later on. So they did it, and so that was another thing. I was a very mischievous girl at that point. I am still now, but more, I would say.
So since you are very good at sport and at your childhood, so you have sportsman spirit in yourself.
You do that.
So like how in the sense like how you face your difficulties, face your challenges.
Keep that alive, losing is a part of life. If you don't lose, you will not understand what success is. And yes, I keep myself motivated. I don't get demotivated by people, what they have to say about me, there's always a negativity around you. All right. So you have to overcome that. And I believe, I am practicing on the positivity of life, how to live a positive life, how to be happy on your own, not to depend on somebody for your happiness rather. And yes, as a sportsman spirit, accepting defeat is very important in order to know success, in order to enjoy success. And yes, I don't care what people have to say about me, because it's my life and I did it my way. So whatever wrong happens to me, whatever good happens to me. So people have to say something or the other every time. So it's fine. It's their opinion about me. I don't care what their opinion is, because I have my own opinions.
So what is the biggest regret in your life?
The biggest regret would be getting married. That would be my biggest regret. I regret getting married too early, rather. I guess the decision was taken too fast and too early. I should have taken some more time in order to understand a person or understand the circumstances around, and be wise enough to take such decisions, big huge decisions of my life. So yes, it wasn't good enough. I had faced a lot of difficulties and a lot of problems in that. So yes, that's my biggest regret. Physical happiness is.
So, what do you think? Like any relationship, whether it's husband and wife or it is like boyfriend, girlfriend, any relationship, what should be the foundation of every relationship?
Relationship. Well, now this is something when people ask, what's the foundation of a relationship? There's a friendship, trust. I won't say that, no, because we live in a society where there is very less trust on people. You don't trust the person sitting next to you, or you don't trust the person in your surroundings. So there is very less trust in people, and talking about trust is useless. It's like only we can speak about it, but do we really practice? I don't believe in the theories and philosophies of life. I believe what I practice, I will tell you that. And being practical is what I believe in. And if you think the first and the foremost, I feel people should communicate. You should speak out. If you have a problem, speak it out. It's no harm in speaking out. Communicate. And it should not be just one-sided communication. It has to be both-side communication. The one person is speaking and the other person is numb, and there is no response coming from the other side. That's horrible. It has to be two-way communication where one person speaks the problem and there is a solution to that. You want to find out a solution. If it is working out, well and good, it will work out. If it is not working out, at least you'll have an idea. You'll not be in the midway. All right. So communication is very important, and I guess if you talk, and you'll see things will crop up, and it will come to the surface that what's the problem is, what's the core of the problem, where you people are having a. So I believe communication is very important for any relationship to happen, whether it's a father and daughter relationship, or parents relationship, or your siblings, or whether it's your friends, whether it's your lovers, whichever form of relationship you talk, there has to be both side of communication where you can talk. Because nowadays we are so engrossed in our work, and then we are back home and we are on our own mobile, two people sitting under the same roof, and everybody's with their own work or with their own world in that mobile phone, stuck there. So that's very difficult. And but then it's fine sometimes, that's related to work also, I believe. But I think you should have some time of sitting down together and have a chat with your family members, with your loved ones, and you'll understand the emotions and everything. Those don't come through your those emojis that you send over the phone. So I guess communication is very important.
So, what was the main reason for your broken marriage? Like, what was the main reason?
Reason for my broken marriage, should I say that on air? All right. To start with, I will say it was gambling. He took to gambling, and money didn't come home. Right. At one point of time, money stopped coming home, and I found it difficult to go through my household expenses, and I was financially distraughted at that point of time. I didn't know how to make ends meet. And then slowly, earlier it was domestic violence also. I'd faced that, and abusive language and all this together. Initially it was abusive language and all that, it would happen, so I ignored it. I tried to adjust it, because since it was a love marriage, I thought we could work it out, we need to work it out. And I was young at that point of time. I wanted a family, I wanted a life, married life, blissful married life. So I worked on that. I tried to work a lot on that, but then again, it didn't happen to that extent. And then he slowly took to gambling, because he wanted very quick money rather than working very hard for it. And that led to irritation. He would come home. It was always, under the same roof, we would be strangers. We would not talk to each other. I did not like his, presence in the house at times. Why? Because I knew his presence would always bring about quarrel, abusive language, and all that. And come going back home after work, my legs would not take me back home. So that would be something, I didn't enjoy being in that. So slowly things got worse. And one fine day I thought of, we should part.